Well, folks, we got an FA Cup quarter-final coming up today, and just in the nick of time, form has massively improved. So here's hoping that actually gives us a shot in today's match against Tottenham. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend, episode 12 of Club 3 with Norwich City. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode we have what I hope will actually be a double-header this time, as we play Tottenham in the FA Cup and then in the Premier League. Of course, if the FA Cup match goes long like it did with Leicester in the last round, we might cut it down to just one. But for the moment, two matches coming your way as we get set for the FA Cup quarter-final at home against said opponents Tottenham. Since you were last with me, we've only played a couple of matches, but both absolutely impressive victories. 3-0 against a struggling Leicester City, much more comprehensive than the FA Cup match. But then we actually beat Manchester City at the Etihad. Amazing. Gonzalo Nani scoring his first goal for the club in the 89th minute. I actually didn't think he would score it when he was one-on-one with, I think it was Edison in goal. But thankfully, he managed to come through and he got his first goal for the club. Absolutely brilliant timing. That means in the league, 8 games left to go, 50 points after 30 matches. We are in the Europa League race. I didn't actually think we would be anywhere in this conversation at this stage of the season. So this is a bonus right now, not just for the top 10, but also just trying to get ourselves into that conversation for Europe. If we manage to just keep ourselves in the conversation towards the end of the season, I will be very, very happy. Saying that, it's a 4-point gap between us in 6th and West Ham down in 12th. So that's how amazingly close this Premier League is at the moment. In fact, Leicester are not as far down as I thought. They're 13th place now. They were in the relegation battle, but no longer. Also, as a side story for this season, we mentioned Brighton were top of the league. They have since fallen off, and they've fallen off quite hard. So it looks like Liverpool will probably end up winning the title, even though Newcastle and Brighton have games in hand. But I can't see past Liverpool for the league title, unfortunately, for poor Brighton. Nevertheless, we're focused on our FA Cup prospects this season. Of course, if we're still in the race for Europe towards the end of this season, then we will be viewing that as it goes on. But for the moment, this is going to be the 11 that we're going to send out against Tottenham for the FA Cup clash, which we are playing at home for, so we need to take some initiative. The 4 in goal, Adaramola, Amobamidel and Lovato. In fact, they need to go the other side of each other. And Durant as the back 4. Pereira at the base of the midfield with Stars and Eggestein ahead of him. Cantu on the right wing with Nani and Reichel up front. We do have a few injury concerns. Mark Scully is going to miss this game, unfortunately. He is out with a pulled hamstring, so he should hopefully be back for the next game against Tottenham. And hopefully he'll be able to compete for that starting spot again, because 9 league goals from 18 appearances, nothing to sniff at. He's had a decent season. Hopefully that will continue. Mikel Moreno, he's a fringe player. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks. And Gabriel, of course, as we know, he's out till next season with that broken leg. So it's a shame we're not going to see him at all, but football manager, that's all I can really say. Sanabria is also out this match because Tottenham are his parent club, so we won't see him in this episode regardless. Which is a bit of a shame because he has been solid at left back for us, but Adaramola, he can be solid himself, but it just depends which Adaramola is going to show up. The one who's going to get forward and create chances, or is he just going to be the one who just flounders at left back, which is a bit of a shame when he does that, but I think he's more of a backup than an actual starter. So left back is definitely going to have to be a position that we'll need to strengthen in the summer, as Tottenham appear to be going for a back 5, but I can imagine those wing backs are going to be bombing it up and down the field. But he was hoping that we have some defensive stability about us. Amazingly, we had some defensive stability against Man City in that last game. I still wish I recorded that one, because that was such an impressive result from us. Really, really happy with that. I just hope we can take that form into this game against Tottenham. Right, first highlight of the match, playing it out from the back, as we do tend to do, although Pereira does tend to just lump the ball forward. He's not quite Navarro. Speaking of which, Navarro, he is back from his holiday. He just hasn't played since he's been back from holiday. mainly because Pereira played in that last match against Man City because, well, of course, it was Man City. We needed some defensive stability. And he played very, very well. So I thought against Tottenham, they are a team who are roughly around us in the league. If we need someone who's going to be that sort of playmaker, Navarro can come on later in the match. But for the moment, let's just start the game as solid as possible. With Adama and down the left-hand side, failed tackle. Oh, just wide. I think that was Cantu who got on the end of that. But very good cross by Adama. I want more of that from him in this game. Maybe you heard my words. Maybe I need to chat rubbish about him a little bit more often. As there is Pereira on the ball again. One of his last appearances for the club. Of course, he's going to be gone on a free contract at the end of the season. And there is Reichel. What a beautiful ball that was by Adama. Yeah, I need to talk smack about him a little bit more often. I'm saying to him, yeah, you're not a starter. You're just a backup. Maybe he's taking those words to heart. That's fine if he performs like that, but I'll probably still end up strengthening left back in the summer. But we'll see how he does. We'll see how he does towards the end of this season. It's not like he's a terrible player. He's a Republic of Ireland international, along with Aubameyang, who is the best defender at the club. And that's with all due respect to Matteo Lovato, who has finally started to grow into this role a little bit. He has got back into the starting lineup, and we've looked a bit more solid as a result. So that's no slight on poor Eduardo Quaresma, who is, I think he's on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench. He's no longer upset about his playing time. He's quite happy because we gave him that playing time. So he's hoping that will last until at least at the end of the season when we can assess it a little bit more and that ball just hits the bar. I think that was a Aubameyang. Wouldn't surprise me. 6'4", 6'3", 6'3". It's Reichel who's 6'4". Maybe I should put Reichel at the near post as well. As Tottenham come again. Please do not tackle like that. Please do not tackle anyone in the area like that. As Tottenham, they keep on coming forward. Oh, what a save by Nafor. That was very close range. Thankfully, he didn't have to move too much, although his reflexes are half decent anyway. And we will take the slimmest of margins into half-time. 1-0. Decent. I'll give them that. I will give them that. I think our passing's been good. Let's keep it up. I actually didn't even look at the stats. What has our passing actually been like? Where is it? 92%. I mean, it's still less than them, but yeah, 92%. Eggestein plays after Styles, who is getting tired. He needs a holiday. He'll get one after this game, hopefully. Actually, yeah, he will, because there's no replays anymore. There is Cantu. Should have squared it, man. Oh, who is that? Nani was right in the middle. He could probably do with another goal to give his confidence a boost. Styles with the corner. Plays it in, and unfortunately doesn't meet the head of a Norwich player. Styles comes again. Plays it back out. Aubameyang needs some support. There's Eggestein. Cantu. Oh, he just passes it. He just passes it to a Tottenham player by accident. Our front players are starting to get very, very tired, as is Styles. In fact, Styles is shattered. He does need a holiday. Bless him, he does actually need a holiday. We're not going to risk him. So here comes Z. He's going to come on. Now, he's actually played the last 2 matches as a sub. He's almost taken the role of a super sub in the last couple of games. He scored a cracker. Oh my goodness, that's just over. Scored a cracker against Leicester. I wish I'd showed that game now on camera, like I was originally meant to. And he played a good role in the last minute winner against Manchester City. So, sort of playing that super sub role, which we'll probably need, and we are definitely going to need now, because Tottenham have equalised. There were no replays, remember. This will just go straight to extra time if it is a draw. And if it's still a draw, we'll go to another penalty shootout, which I don't think my heart could take after the last one. Nafor played an absolute blinder in that penalty shootout. If you haven't seen that penalty shootout in the last episode against Leicester, I urge you, go back and watch it, because Nafor pulled off stunning saves to basically take us through, because we were just backed by incompetence from 12 yards out. It was horrendous to see, as we have got some struggling legs up front. So we are going to have to make a couple of changes. And Harvey Elliott is going to come on for Cantu. He's going to go to the left-hand side as the winger. And... oh, no. Oh, no. Paulo Cesar. He's not on the bench. Who did this bench? I didn't even click quick pick. I've got 3 right backs. What use is that to me? Oh, for goodness sake. Right, Harvey Elliott is going to have to carry the can in terms of creation along the wings, which is a scary thought, by the way. Right, Pereira is also shattered, so what we're going to do, Navarro is going to come on, and he is going to be a deep line playmaker. Of course he is. He is going to be the man who will hopefully drag us forward. I hope. I need some of that 18 vision that he's got. Or was it 17? It's one of the two. We need something if we're not going to go to extra time. To be fair, if we go extra time, we get one more substitute. That's the only good thing about doing an extra 30 minutes. Defenders are looking very tired anyway. Elliott with the corner. Forgot, Stars is off, isn't he? And there is a Mubamido trying to attack the ball. He doesn't get his head to it. The ball falls back to Elliott. To Lovato. What a long ranger that was. Keeper spills it and it goes out for another corner. A chance here. Elliott again with the corners. Corners are not his strongest suit. They really beat the first man. Oh! Nearly almost got it. Well. That was very close. We are just, I don't know if we're hoping for extra time or if we're hoping for one last chance for us to win it. I can't even do any more shouts because is there any point at this stage? I think we are going to go to extra time again, as it's probably a good thing we got 2 weeks off after this. Let's have a look. We've been the better team. We have been the better team, I think. Someone look at the stats and let me know if we've been the better team, because I'm not too sure. We do, however, get another substitution. You know what? Kevin Durant is going to go off. Evan Terrell is going to go on as the wing back on that right hand side. We need fresh legs going up and down that right hand side. Let's do this. We need Evan Terrell to be bombing it up and down that right hand side. Hopefully their left back is tired. And by the looks of their squad, yes, they are very tired. I don't know if they've made their final substitution. They have actually made their final substitution. So we need to be targeting this area here where my mouse is on the right hand side. In fact, focus the play down the right and the left because they're the freshest. If we get the ball to Navarro, just try and seek out a couple of players on the wings and just see if that works. Eggestein is shattered. Reichel is shattered. It's a good thing we got 2 weeks off after this, like I've mentioned earlier, as we're into the second half of extra time. Is this looking like another penalties? Oh, good grief. Alright, highlight here. It starts with Tottenham. Please let us have the ball. Oh, damn, Mola. Well done. Well done, man. He's had a decent game. You know what? He's had a very good game. He's tried everything. Terrell. He's already booked. How? Flipping heck. What's he been doing? Lunging Navarro into Z. There is Navarro. Oh, lovely layoff. Come on, Reichel. Oh, he should have scored. I was about to say a man in form would have put that away, but he is in form. He scored against Man City. Right, and he scored in this game, I think, as well. Elliott with a poor corner. Stop calling it free kicks. Terrell. Mobamidel. How is Mobamidel that is so far forward? Because he was forward for the corner. Penalties it is then. Oh, gosh. Oh my goodness. Right. Eggestein will go second. Right, you know what? We are going to roll with that. No gesture. We have home advantage. Make it count. Roll with it. It's all out of my hands now. We're back. In fact, what I do want to do... behind the goal... Which one's best? Oh no, Director. Director is much, much better. Here we go. Come on, Reichel. How are you going to just shoot it right at the keeper? Oh my. Alright, it's still Director. How are you going to shoot it right at the damn keeper? You're a striker. Put it in the corner. Oh, good grief. Right, poor star. Eggestein. Who is our penalty taking coach? It better not be me, because I'd sack myself. Oh man, I think the FA Cup dream is unfortunately coming to an end, unless the four can't really do much from here. We just have to basically score. I need a drink after all this. How? That was pathetic. All three strikes were directly at the goalkeeper. Oh my gosh. That was pathetic. The match itself, good performance, but the penalty shootout, awful. Absolutely awful. Reichel, Eggestein, Navarro. I'm sorry, what? They got Darwin Nunez? Oh, good grief. No wonder. Navarro will probably take penalties again. Yeah, I was pretty angry. I was probably angry at you, Eggestein, as one of them. Right. We go again. Against Tottenham. I'm sure they're not going to be gloating at us the next time they come to our place. It's at home actually as well, so they're going to be gloating at us. Fantastic. All right, second match against Tottenham, this time in the Premier League, still at home, and we've got a slight change to the starting 11. Where is it? There we go. Navarro is at the base of the midfield in place of Pereira, who drops to the bench. It's been 2 weeks between games, so safe to say I've completely forgotten who the starting 11 for the last game was. As far as injuries go, we've got Mark Scully back. He can only play a maximum of 75 minutes, so he's not going to start this game. Of course, long-term injuries, Gabriel and Moreno are out, and Sanabria still can't play against his parent club, which, again, is a shame, but Adamola, he played well in that last match, so we'll give him a chance in this one. Anyway, let me just add some instructions. There we go. Media have given you a lot of credit. Let's go out there and make the difference. Get everyone motivated. And we're back on the telly. Lovely. I just hope that our two strikers can get scoring in this match. I say that. Reichel has been scoring a lot more recently. I believe he scored in the last game as well. So it's not like, oh, they can't score whatsoever. But I would like to see us take our chances a little bit more. I've just realised Tottenham on the same amount of points as us. So this is a critical match in the race for Europe, it seems. We have 8 games left, including this match. So based on what happens in this match could determine where we come back, obviously, for the next match. We are coming towards the end of the season. And depending what happens, either we come back earlier or we come back for the last game of the season and the season review, which will be, of course, Friday. Unless, of course, we come back a lot earlier, which will also be Friday's video. Darmola with the throw in. Oh, hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened there? Firstly, we were on the wrong camera. Secondly, the ball just seemed to evade everybody and just go completely past the goal. I had no idea what was going on. Varsha went for the ball. Their keeper went for the ball. I think Cantu went for the ball, or Nani went for the ball. I'm not even sure which one. But that was a bit of craziness in the area. I haven't seen something like that on an FM highlights, I think, ever. Just the ball just literally bounces over everyone. We have tried to go positive as the second half, as the first half comes to a close, but it is 0-0 at half time. Let's pump some fists. We owe Tottenham after what happened. Yeah, we do. We do owe them. We owe them a lot. Nani is inspired, so we're going to go with that. He's hoping it actually makes a difference for him in the second half, but we owe them after that cup defeat. And even then, it was because 3 of our players didn't know how to take a penalty. Just stick it in the corner. Can one of our strikers go forward and just show everyone else how to actually finish? I say that. Vaishal was one of them who missed, wasn't it? A part of me is thinking I should probably have started with Terrell at right back instead of Durant, but we'll give Terrell a bit of a chance to just settle into the squad and then probably throw him in a bit more deeper as we close the season and going into next season. I think at right back for next season, as I'm already starting to squad build in many ways, I think Terrell and Wallace will be my my right backs for next season, as Cantu is shattered. So what we're going to do, where is he? Paulo Cesar is actually going to come on. He's actually on the bench this time. Go figure. He will come on that right hand side. He's hoping he can make a little bit of a difference. If we need a striker to come on later on, then Paulo Cesar can go up front, and then Harvey Elliott maybe can go out on the wing, maybe, and we need to now kind of go attacking. because that did not go according to plan. We've got a 6'3" giant at the back and a 6'2" Lovato. How are they not getting to the ball in front of this guy? I don't even know how tall he is. For all I know, he might not be a shorty. He might actually be another 6'8" giant. And speaking of 6'8" giants, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I have a 6'8" giant on the bench. What we're going to do, Weisshaw, and no, Nani is going to come off. Scully will go on. And Z can go on for Styles, who is tired again, despite having a holiday. I think I sent him on holiday. He went to play for the Ukraine anyway. I'm not sure how that works. Come on. Come on, I want to fire this team up. Let me fire them up. Fire up your players so they can show some passion and play for the shirt. Yeah, play for the shirt. Play for the shirt. Come on, boys. We're literally just going to have to throw everything. Throw everything. In fact, we're not even playing at a higher tempo. What am I doing? We're not going to work the ball into the box now. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but we need to do something. Otherwise, we're not. Are we really trying? Considering we don't even have the ball at the moment. Oh, come on. Who was that? Eggerstein. Could have won the ball back there. Adamola. Clap for this man. He's playing out of his skin at the moment. As Weisshaw is through here. He doesn't get the shot off, but he gets it back. Weisshaw. All the way over to the other side. Scully. Adamola. Navarro. Oh, Navarro smashes one home. It's his second goal of the season. What a time to score. 85 minutes gone. We finally have the goal. I don't even know if we deserved it because I haven't even looked at the match stats. Well played here. Adamola was the one who won the ball back and he gets a well-deserved assist. Should I just keep criticising Adamola? Maybe he'll just keep proving me wrong as a result. So let's encourage the lads. I know we're on attacking, but I just kind of want to go for the win as they have another corner. Heaven help me. Come on. Well cleared, and let's see if we can try push out and just see if we can win this ball back. Oh my gosh, they nearly scored off of that. As we are going to drop it down to a positive. I think attacking is probably a bit too gung-ho in this scenario, but at the moment we are hanging on for a draw. Yeah, I mean it's quite even, isn't it? We out XG'd them, but it wasn't exactly a high chance game. Disappointing we didn't win. Yeah, it could have gone our way. It could have gone Tottenham's way. Navarro coming up trumps though, and that result does put us back into 6th place actually. I think Arsenal are yet to play this weekend, so that is probably just provisional, which is a bit of a shame. But our unbeaten run has now reached 10 games, which is excellent. So Z is out for 1 to 2 days. He's Amobamidel. He could probably do with a rest. We need him. Alright, we need him, so I'm not sure he can really go. Right, we will be back. If we're still in the hunt for Europe, then we'll be back before the end of the season, probably in the last few games. If the race for Europe peters out, then we'll be back for the last game of the season against Bournemouth and then the season review. But we'll see what happens over the next 2 or 3 games and whether it will be worth showing any more games before the end of the season. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the run-in towards the end of the season. Potentially, is Europe still on the cards rather unexpectedly? Tune in on Friday to find out. Thank you so much for watching and thank you very much for your support so far on this series. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.